My name is Henrik Manis, and my case study speech is about preventative maintenance. Preventative maintenance is a key component in the industrial manufacturing world. Preventative maintenance is a practice of doing scheduled tasks and duties to machine or machine components like clutches, flywheels, bearings, shafts, and etc. This process ensures durable and efficient work as well as quality work. In an online article written by members of the University Sains Malaysia engineering campus, they drive through several aspects that are important to preventative maintenance. The first of the key aspects that they drive through is implementation. And in implementation, they state that preventative maintenance is generally used in the manufacturing industry, like places that make your washers and dryers and car parts and etc. They say preventative maintenance is generally used in manufacturing industry in order to facilitate production. They also say that planning is an essential aspect to the key effectiveness of preventative maintenance. They add in later on in the article, they say that scheduling. Scheduling can be done effectively, and it can also be tough. The tough part about it is sometimes your company needs the parts or whatever they may be producing. So they need the machine up and running when you actually have that machine scheduled to be preventative, like PMs done to it. So sometimes that can get in the way, and I've seen it in my work because I work in the manufacturing industry. So yeah, a lot of the time they'll be running a machine that you have scheduled to be PM'd, and it's easy to get behind on that when they always run it because they see the money from the product to be more important than actually preventing problems from happening to the machine. In the article, they include a chart. It's called an effective preventative maintenance chart. The first box is says ideas, and it's like you want better training was one of the things in there. Then it was strategy was the second column in the chart, and strategies. So if your idea was better training, your strategy would be ideas you came up with to improve your training. What could be better? And then the third step is putting your strategy to effect and what tactics you're going to use. And that goes a long way in being better at doing preventative maintenance. Machine downtime root cause chart is another thing they included in their article. And the first thing that is in it is the date of which whatever work you did happened, in which machine. So like in my company, we're labeled in like 4 or 5 numbers. So like we have the 21005 would be a press. Then the root cause. For example, a forklift driver hit a hydraulic cylinder. And then you're going to go to a description of the problem. So forklift driver wasn't paying attention, backed into a hydraulic cylinder. That'd be the description of the problem. Hydraulic oil leaking everywhere. Then you're going to record the total downtime. So say it was down for an hour before you got there. And then 2 hours you worked on it, so your total downtime would be 3 hours. And then you have a preventative plan. Or I'm sorry, yeah, you have a preventative plan. So now that you fixed it and written down what you did, what's your plan to make it better next time so it doesn't happen again? Maybe you put guards up around that cylinder so no one can hit it. Or if something does hit it, it absorbs the blow. Another thing that's really important and a really key point in that article was machine and how critical it is. So obviously you're going to focus more on the critical parts of a machine like the motor, the clutch, etc. rather than maybe an air valve, Another thing that they didn't mention a whole lot in the article, but they mentioned briefly, and I understand because I learned a lot about it in school, continuous improvement. even if the machine is running at 100% of what it's supposed to because of your PMs. You could always make it better. There's no such thing as 100%. You could be 110%. You can still make it better. So always strive to improve. And another thing that they included was profit. From the company always profits from less downtime. Less downtime, the more parts, the more money, and the more effective the work. And when there's more effective work, less downtime, you have better quality